Welcome back. Today's adventure brings us in search of Nevada State Historical Markers number 76 to 80. Our first marker in this series finds us still in Carson City, and just south of our previous marker. Located on the corner of Snyder Avenue and East Appian Way is a fire station and Ross Gold Park. Here is where we will find marker number 76, Eagle Valley. Eagle Valley, centrally located between one of the first Nevada settlements at Genoa and the gold and silver of the Comstock Lode, Eagle Valley, site of present Carson City, was a vital link in land communications. One of the key California immigrant routes, the Carson branch of the California Immigrant Trail, crossed the Sierra Nevada at Kit Carson Pass and came through Eagle Valley roughly along Sage Drive, a block east of this point. The first overland telegraph, colloquially known as Fred B's Grapevine, was completed from Placerville to Carson City in 1859. In this area, the line followed what is now Highway US 395, the Pony Express 1860-1861, and the Butterfield Wells Fargo Overland Stages 1862-1868 followed the same route. The Virginia and Truckee Railway, in its extension to Carson Valley and Minden in 1906, used the route about 6 blocks east of Bigelow Drive. Nevada State Historical Marker number 76. Let's travel southeast down Snyder Avenue now for about a mile. Across the street from the Stewart facility is a cemetery with a lone American flag poking up out of the sage. Here we will find our next marker, marker number 77, Dat-So-La-Lee. Dat-So-La-Lee, famed Washoe basket maker Dat-So-La-Lee, is buried in this cemetery along with many other Washoe weavers, also known as Louisa Kaiser, Dat-So-La-Lee, and DeBuda. Over 124 major documented baskets were made expressly for sale to arts and craft collectors from 1895 until her death in 1925. Under patronage of the Cone family, Dat-So-La-Lee's baskets are prized by collectors and displayed in museums across the country. Utilitarian, straight-walled, decorated coiled willow basketry is a Washoe tradition extending back thousands of years. Dat-So-La-Lee brought international fame to the spherical Washoe Digi-Cup willow basket and highlighted the form with innovative decorative motifs in bracken fern and red bud fibers. She and her patrons promoted this craft to the public, elevated it to an art form, and most importantly, motivated basketry production by other tribal members during a period when the Washoe were recovering from mid-19th century loss of their homelands and aboriginal lifeways. Nevada State Historical Marker number 77. Remaining in Carson City, we will need to travel north up to West Spear Street and North Division Street. Here, on this quiet little corner, we find our next marker, marker number 78, Orion Clemens House. Orion Clemens House. Orion Clemens, secretary to Territorial Governor James W. Nye, lived in this house with his wife Molly from 1864 to 1866. Samuel, his brother, who was a reporter for the Territorial Enterprise, stayed here periodically until leaving the territory in May 1864. He became famous as Mark Twain. Nevada State Historical Marker number 78. Let's leave Carson City for a while now and head north to Reno. Near the University of Nevada, Reno, is Old Hillside Cemetery. Located on Angel Street is the entrance to the cemetery. Towards the far end of the plots is where we'll find our next marker, marker number 79, Grand Army of the Republic Cemetery. Grand Army of the Republic Cemetery. In 1890, General O.M. Mitchell, post number 69, Grand Army of the Republic, bought 17 lots in the original Hillside Cemetery for the last resting place for comrades in arms during the Civil War, 1861-1865. While friends and relatives of the soldiers maintained the cemetery well, Years of neglect and vandalism followed in the 20th century. Restoration began in 1963 by the daughters of Union veterans of the Civil War and other interested citizens of the Reno area. Among those buried here are members of the Nevada Volunteers, who served in their own state and neighboring areas of the West from 1861 to 1866. Nevada State Historical Marker number 79. 243 miles east is the town of Eureka. Situated along US 50 and Ruby Hill Avenue is where we will discover our next marker. Marker number 80, Eureka Courthouse. Eureka Courthouse. The Eureka County Courthouse, designed by George Costarisa, cost about $38,000 to construct. Built in 1879-1880 of locally fired brick and of sandstone quarried nearby, the Italianate-style courthouse remains a fine example of boomtown Victorian opulence. This relic, a scene of many famous trials, reflects the glory days from 1864 to 1890, when Eureka was the first important lead-silver district in the United States. Nevada State Historical Marker, number 80.